All right, everyone, Carly Simons back here for video 7 of the Secret Sauce of Facebook Ads series. Today we are talking about the pixel. The pixel is more misunderstood than a teenager going through puberty. People are scared of it, they fear it, they just choose to ignore it because they think it's so scary. So today we're going to pull back the veil and we're going to talk about what the pixel is, why people are so scared of it, but why it is 100% essential that you have on your website. So Facebook's definition of the pixel. The Facebook pixel is an analytics tool that allows you to measure the effectiveness of your advertising by understanding the actions people take on your website. Basically, the main functions of the pixel are for audience building, optimization, and tracking and measurement. One more time, audience building, optimization, tracking, and measurement. So what is the big fear behind the pixel? Why are people so scared of it and what it does? I'll be honest, I was scared of the pixel too. It is essentially just a piece of JavaScript code that's embedded on a website. Now, I don't do code, that's not my scene, I'm not super good at it, but there's no reason to be scared of it. The pixel is essentially the same for all advertisers, but the unique part is that the pixel ID, unique to you, tells Facebook of any activity sent from your pixel on your website to your ad account. So basically, if somebody comes to your website, for example, they put something in their cart, they don't check out, the pixel is going to send that information back to Facebook. It's going to try to tether that information or that act to a user so that you can use that information later on. If you know nothing about code, a lot of it seems like a lot of mumble jumble, but I really encourage you not to be scared. You don't have to be a cryptologist to figure out how to use the pixel and how to use the pixel well. It just takes, honestly, a couple hours of decent research, really trying to grasp what itself the pixel is and does, and you're going to see awesome results from it. So there is this thing called standard events, and that is basically an action that occurs on the site that you can later send to Facebook and use that specific data to build audiences, to track conversions, to help Facebook understand who is taking the desired actions on your account. And you can, the cool thing is you can see if they're taking that action because of the ad that you placed. So not only is the pixel kind of this great little bank of memory that is seeing where people are going and what they're doing on your site, but it's also sending that information back to Facebook, compiling the information between the two sources and helping you find ways to improve your ads based on the activity that's going on your website. The most common and understood kind of component of the pixel is conversion tracking. Basically, you put your pixel on the page, you measure the results, whether it's cost per lead, how many leads you get, purchase data, and then Facebook will attribute a measurable action to the ad that triggered that specific action. What this gives you is knowledge. Knowledge is power. I've said it before, I'll say it again. The more that you know, the better your ads are going to perform. The algorithms truly do all the heavy lifting. But you have to configure it properly. If you do it right and you take the time and you get your pixel set up to fire on all the cylinders that you would like, you're going to see great results. But if not, you're flying blind and it's kind of a waste. The second kind of component to the pixel is the one that's a little bit more misunderstood, and that is the audience building capabilities. So this is incredible, and the potential is just totally out of this world if you know how to use it right. So basically, Kona, stop. Sorry, she's chewing on a dog bone. Basically, what you can do is you can track anyone that visits any page of your site, build a custom audience based on the activity that they exhibit, and retarget and remarket either those same people or a whole new set of people who are likely to do the same action that they did. I don't know anywhere else that you can do this, and it is freaking crazy cool, you guys. Basically, in the same example, let's say, someone's on your website, they go to your cart, they put something, a product in your cart, and they didn't buy. You can have a whole group of people just like them that you send one ad to re-engage, retarget them, to bring them back and say, hey, we saw you didn't check out, but you'll check out this time. When we talk about optimization, when you choose the objective that you're optimizing for, that's when you choose the overarching goal of the campaign. You want the goal of the campaign to match up with your perceived mental goal of the advertisement itself. You can set a specific conversion event that you want Facebook to optimize for. In other words, basically you put your ads in front of users with similar interests or behaviors to people that are already coming to your site. Really, you only need the pixel if you're running conversion campaigns. But it's so important that you have, because the more information you have, the more effective your ad will be, the better use your money is put to. The pixel is the key to why Facebook ads are so good, and how you can be so successful with ads as well. So basically with the pixel, you can retarget your visitors, you can create lookalike or custom audiences, which is what we'll talk about next week. You can track your conversions for when a page loads. If someone makes a purchase, they complete a registration, they give you an email. We already talked about the custom and lookalike audiences, and finally at the end, you can optimize the conversions from your site. You can say, okay, I know why you're here, I know what you're looking for, let me just make it easy for you, give you this solution on a silver platter, and hopefully make a little bit of money. So hopefully you guys are not so intimidated by the pixel anymore. Next week we're going to kind of talk about your audience, how to find them, and the buyer cycle that everybody goes through when they make a purchase. So of course, as always, hit me with your questions. I'd love to answer them, and we'll see you next time. Bye.